this video, actually, uh, I will discuss about to the live example of open access journal. Yesterday I was talking about to the identification, and today I will discuss about this point. What the points actually I had discussed in the earlier video, those were about to the open access policy that journal and publisher defines, and at the second point, that was about to the license, Creative Commons license, which license basically they had provided according to the open access policy, right? At number three, when we check this journal is open access or not. So that point, the major point you should remember here, that is the copyright, all the copyrights given to the authors or not. So this statement is mentioned into the web page or at the soft copy of the article. So at both the places this statement should be mentioned, and at the next point, the journal basically have defined the open access policy at the Sherpa Romeo website, basically which define that this journal is open access or not, or following open access policy or not. And at the last, this journal is index or have the mark of DOAJ, a directory of open access journals, indexed into the road. And also if this journal is open access, so it would be available at different open access platform like this Scilit. So I will show you here with an example, so that will be far better to understand that this journal is an open access journal or not, right? So here let me show the point. I hope these points would be clear to you when you will see the actual a picture of this particular journal. And here this is in a journal of nuclear physics, material science, radiation and application. So this is open access journal. So let me show you first of all the open access policy as they mention or if not. So here open access policy in about section, I'm just clicking it, and here you can see this one, the statement according to the journal. The open access policy is what, under the Creative Commons license they define CC by 4 international license that basically allow the author to use, remix, everything, right? All the rights basically is given to the author, so author are not required to take the permission from the editor and publisher to take a picture or a small segment from the article, published article. So open access means that everything is open, there is no foundation. So this means all the article published by this journal have free and unlimited access to the full text. One can share and print, and as I told you earlier that can use a part of this published article anywhere on the website, on repository, as I had discussed earlier. So anyone shall be free to reuse the published material provided the original author and source are created. So number one point is this, that open access policy is defining what they are defining, right? So here everything is basically is free and there is no foundation. And next point, so this was one indication, and now the second one, right? So here you can see that preprint archive submission. At this segment you can see that here a journal basically allow the article which are submitted into the archive repository, right? This is one of the important factor. Many journal basically don't allow the submission of those articles which are already submitted in different archives. So here this is there is physics, people know about that, physics, computer, mathematics, electronics and statistical people. That archive.org is a repository where you can basically submit the article before submission. Preprint archive, known as preprint archive, right? And in India archive.org is the repository, and librarians basically in the college, universities locally knows about to the DSpace as a institutional repository. There can basically author can submit the article after the publication by giving to the credits to the journal and publisher, right? So preprint archive submission is allowed into this journal. And now we will see the next point in terms in favor of the open access, the journal. Basically, if you see here, the copyright is to the author, and license is CC by. So all the copyrights are given to the author, and license is CC by. So there is no any constraint, right? So you can read here also that this license permits one to use, remix, tweak and reproduction in any medium, even commercially, provided one give credit for the original creation. What does it means when you say the original creation? Original creation means that the reference of this article, right? So how to cite? If you take, suppose this statement you want to take in your blog or on your article, research article, wherever you want to use this particular text, then you have to give the credits to this author and to the journal. So how you will cite basically then the time? So this is the way. And there are possibility of different citation style. If you want to cite it in Chicago style, then it will be like this one, right? So these are the possibility of the citation. So here I have shown you that how the journal basically is implying the open access policy. So this work is licensed under Creative Commons license. All the rights are given to the authors, and the reader or anyone, those who are involved into the research, can use any part of this published article. This was the second and most important part, which basically the journal should highlight, and the reader and the researcher should focus on it when they observe the journal is open access or not, right? And next point I was saying you about to the Sherpa Romeo. So here this is the agency, basically I will say here that Sherpa Romeo, it basically provide the information about the open access policy, what type of policy journal is following. So the Journal of Nuclear Physics is following open access policy. So you can see here any published version, none, there is no constraint anywhere. So by using CC by you can put your content on your website, on your blog or your institutional repository. So this is the publisher's policy. If you want to know about any journal that what is their publication policy, so you have to follow this Sherpa Romeo, and here you can see the URL link of it, right? So this is the idea. Published source must be acknowledged with citation, must link to published the article with DOI, right? This is the condition that you can use anywhere, but the constraint is only, and this is comes into the publication ethics. When you use any article content, so it's your moral responsibility that you should give the credit